Yeah, never ever. He has never ever failed me yet. Sometimes, we think that he's slower than we want. Sometimes we even think that he's not there. But he is. Yeah, he's in the midst of it all. Sometimes we worry, we fret, we get overwhelmed at times. Yeah. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Remember, his ways are higher than ours. He sees what we can't. He is an on-time God. Remember that. He's never late. He's always on time. Yeah. All right, 28 minutes on to the off 7 o'clock. Want to say a very special good morning to you, Grenada Carrier Crew, Petey Matnik, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world, wherever you are in the diaspora. Good morning to you. I hope that you have yourselves a great day. I want to say a very special good morning and happy birthday. I want to start off with this one. Happy birthday to Janicia Augustine of Springs in St. George. You've got birthday greetings coming from the Augustine and Noel families and also from your grandfather, Smollax. Yeah, good morning, Smollax. How are you doing? I do hope all is well with you at this time. Yep, I hope all is well. All right, and also want to say good morning to a stalwart, a veteran. I call him a hero. All right. Speaking of none other than Mr. Douglas Sherbim. All right, we know him as Boboy Hood. Happy birthday to you, bro. Hope all is well. You're still the best that I've seen. I was telling a gentleman this morning that I saw you did something when I was still a youngster, teenage guy. Boboy stood, he was playing, I think it was center or something like that. And he flicked that ball from behind his foot into, the penalty area for one of his team players. He's still the greatest I've seen. Good morning to you, Boboy, and it's always a pleasure seeing you. Yeah, so happy birthday to you and also to Janicia Augustine. And Smollax, don't forget, give your daughter my regards as usual, all the way in the great US of A. Mary Ebank says, good morning. Good morning to you, Mary. Also, Rochelle Cummings, good morning. Good morning, Grenada. She says, Catherine Phillips says, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Blessings to you. Well, blessings to you also. Want to say a very special good morning to you, Petlin and the Munich posse. Yeah, how are you doing this morning? Hope all is well with the home circle. So it's just about time for us to get into the meat of the matter, the program of the day today. It's Intercall, the first day of Intercall 2023, 3 days. Yeah, so the children will not be going to school today. They'll be having school in the stadium. Parents, make sure that your children are properly dressed with their school uniforms and talk to them before they leave so that they can conduct themselves in a proper manner. The police will have a zero tolerance for non-compliance, so remember that. Alrighty, let's do that. The word of the day this morning is a big word. Yeah, it's a big word. It's Bildungsroman. 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 It is a noun. Alright? And a Bildungsroman is a novel about the moral and psychological growth of the main character. Bildungsroman is a novel about the moral and psychological growth of the main character. Here's how we can use this word. She was thrilled to discover that the next book on the syllabus was a Bildungsroman by her favorite author. Again, she was thrilled to discover that the next book on the syllabus was a Bildungsroman by her favorite author. Yeah. Learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it. It is a word I would love to hear you use in your writing or in your speech. Yeah? Nice. Good. And what is the thought of the day? Well, it says, Mistake is a single page of life, but relation is a complete book. So don't lose a full book for a single page. Decipher this one out. Mistake is a single page of life, but relation is a complete book. So don't lose a full book for a single page. Don't lose your life because of a mistake. You've made a mistake, you're not a mistake, okay? You may have failed, but you're not a failure. It's all part of the process. Good morning to you, Junior, out there in Apretut. Not nice, good morning to you also. And the Rasta man and his lady by the shop. How you all doing this morning? How is soup? Smart man soup. Lisa, good morning to you and the family. Yeah. Good, it's 23 minutes until 7 o'clock. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. All right, some will say there's one already. Why invest in another? To the naysayers, the government is saying it's not adequate, and as such, there's need to construct a new one. And we are talking about the proposal of the new hospital. All right, naysayers, we'll always have that. Do what, I am certain that thorough analysis would have been done, and the decision has been made based on the analysis and so forth. So do what you got to do, man. MIT dismisses Lagoon project rumors. A senior government minister has shot down rumors about plans to fence the Lagoon Road. A development project is ongoing along what's now known as the Kirani James Boulevard. Implementation Minister Honorable Andy Williams says the seaside will remain open and accessible to the public. However, he has stressed the need to control the damage caused by vehicles which have been using the area as a parking space. Yeah, they're in the beautification process. All right, and I like the plans that I'm hearing there, putting some bleachers and so forth. Yeah, that sounds good. Now, retail store owners sometimes find themselves in a bind. They lose goods through shoplifters. The problem is further amplified when they lose goods through dishonest staff members. You heard in the news yesterday of 5 women who were charged for pilfering in excess of $100,000 worth of goods from a city store. All right, let's see what's happening further. A team from the World Pediatric Project is mounting another mission to Grenada. Since 1997, the organization has been providing medical support to children who have health challenges. The team is in Grenada this week. That's a good thing. Yes, any assistance we can get, we need. And what else is buzzing? What else is buzzing? All right, Grenada's, I love this story. As a matter of fact, we are going to talk about this morning. Grenada's agriculture sector stands to benefit from digital agriculture and innovation initiatives that will support implementation activities to build capacities to the country's agri-food systems. That making sense to me. A whole lot of sense. So then Bosco had to go and, beat up himself and cutlass and fork and, in preparation for planting. Incorporate digital, initiatives in agriculture. Yeah. Agriculture doesn't necessarily have to be dirty hard work. No, the world is way gone past that. Technology is the name of the game. All right, and we see here finally that the summer festivals will get a boost. There's less headache for people trying to come home this summer. Traveling from North America gets a shot in the arm with increased flights and a bigger aircraft. Yeah, JetBlue and them on the move again. Nice. So, folks, these are the stories that are buzzing this morning. We are going to talk on as many of them. I like the last one, with the increased flights. I also like the digital agriculture. I love this one. So let's quickly go through them again. The agenda with the new hospital, folks are, some folks have voiced their concerns about it. Okay. Minister Andy Williams has shut down the rumors barring, putting fencing on the Lagoon Road area. All right. We had this story with the retail store owners find themselves in this bind where employees pilfer from them. We also see that a team from the World Pediatric Project is coming to Grenada this week. Digital agriculture, I love this. And the increased flights from North America for the summer festivals. These are the stories that are buzzing. Okay, so quickly before we run off, the thought of the day. Mistake is a single page of life, but relation is a complete book. So don't lose a full book for a single page. All right, and Bildungsroman, the word of the day. A Bildungsroman is a novel about the moral and psychological growth of the main character. That's where let me see what's happening on our WhatsApp, our Facebook platform, and let's see if there's, all right, yes, Heaven Hills, Zephyr McLeod, Donnie McCluckin live in Grenada. Yes, folks, it's happening next Saturday. Next Friday, rather. So you've got to be a part. Ensure you get your tickets on time. All right. Janice Led Joseph says, good morning, my beautiful island. God bless Grenada. All right. Maria Elena Sanchez Amador. Feliz Martes. Well, I know what this Feliz Martes means. I wasn't that good in Spanish, but I think it means happy day or something like that. Feliz Martes. All right. Okay. Rochelle Cummings, oh yes, God of mercy never fail us yet. Glory to his name. Trust me on that. Innocent, good morning on a blessed Tuesday. So says Lydia Cameron. Good morning, Lydia. All right. Marilyn Gordon says the program keeps pausing. Yeah, I don't know why. We seem to be having some technical glitches. All right. Heaven Hill, regarding the hospital, it is not the building. It is the quality of healthcare provided within. Good basic healthcare comes first before the peripheral issue of a building. A building is nothing without the healthcare. All right, okay. Yvonne Courtney, good morning, Grenada. Good morning to you, Yvonne. Folks, we've got to take that break here. We've got to head to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. We have the conversation on the flip side of 7. Don't you go anywhere. Stick and stay with us. Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
And welcome to tonight's news. There's less headache for people trying to come home this summer as traveling from North America gets a shot in the arm with increased flights and a bigger aircraft. Tonight's great news on tourism comes from Christina John.
The Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, has announced that JetBlue is adding additional service to the destination in time for its biggest cultural festival, Spice Mass. From August 7th to September 1st, the carrier will operate a second daily non-stop flight. It will leave New York John F. Kennedy or JFK Airport at 9:50 p.m. and arrive at Grenada's Maurice Bishop International Airport at 2:47 in the morning. morning. The returning flight departs Grenada at 5 in the morning and arrive at JFK at 10 o'clock. Grenada Tourism Authority Chairman Ronald Donald says this initiative by JetBlue offers flexibility for travelers wanting to enjoy the best of both worlds.
A fantastic partnership for many reasons. First being, it shows JetBlue's commitment to Grenada, to the destination, to growing our numbers. They've been searching far and wide to ensure that they have the right amount of crew and equipment to actually give us a second service, because it's been very tough for a lot of airlines after the world reopened after the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. They have now have been able to find an aircraft and crew to actually give that to us. So we really applaud them for this wonderful effort, this wonderful initiative. The second great thing about this service is that you get a full day in New York, and then after that you could get on a plane at 10 p.m. and head to Grenada just in time to arrive at the hotel, wake up on the beach, or wake up and have breakfast with your relatives at home right before you head out to celebrate Spice Mass. Another third great option is that due to the fact that the flight is leaving Grenada very early in the morning, you actually have time to get to JFK and make other connections elsewhere.
JetBlue has also announced that it will use a bigger aircraft on the Grenada route from June to September, moving from the 162 to the 200-seater craft. CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Petra Root, says Grenada remains committed to U.S. tourism growth and most recently welcomed a new sales manager in New York, Shanae St. Bernard.
What you will see is that the USA continues to represent our number one source market. It has approximately 55% of our overall total business, and from April last year we've seen constant growth month after month from that market. We ended 2022 2% up over 2019, and then for January and February we're actually up 19% over 2019, which was the banner year. So it's not just people who are coming for Spice Mass, it's also an uptick in the number of families traveling, in terms of people who are coming looking for adventure, looking to do wellness holidays. And generally speaking, we have seen Grenada really trending across all our international market.
Airlift is a key success factor for Grenada's summer festival, and the GTA CEO said they are looking forward to a very successful Spice Mass. In addition to JetBlue, Grenada is also serviced by American Airlines through from Miami, along with a seasonal weekly flight from Charlotte, North Carolina on Saturdays. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Some will say there's already a hospital. Why invest in another? To the naysayers, the government is saying it's not adequate, and as such, there's need to construct a new one. GBN's Janelle McDonald reports on initiatives to ensure adequate health care facilities are provided.
Several years ago, Grenada got excited over the news that the country seemed poised for what was described as a new hospital. A major enhancement project was embarked upon at the old site. There was some level of disappointment that one of the new buildings which were constructed at the hospital compound was converted solely into an administrative block. As it turned out, many complained that the end product resulted in less bed counts and minimal improvement in capacity and service delivery. The inadequacy of the emergency department was one of the challenges identified. As such, building a state-of-the-art facility is still listed as an outstanding matter to be addressed. The new government says it's high on the agenda, and they have started scouting for lands. A 93-acre parcel at Calivini is one of those under consideration, according to Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell.
The intent is to have a look at the potential site for the new hospital. So we wanted to get a first-hand view of the general topography of the land, the general boundary areas, and just to get a feel for what the site looks like.
The estate is owned by Mr. Leroy Nichols. Topography is a main determining factor.
I think the site is pretty ideal. It's roughly about 93 acres. The intent is to try and acquire all of it because we think we need to make sure that we can protect the entire area within which the hospital would be located. The topography is relatively satisfactory, generally flat, which you don't have a lot of flat lands left in Grenada. And obviously it's located in Calavini, so it's very accessible. So that's one of the key things for us as well.
A team of government ministers accompanied the Prime Minister on the tour. They also looked at a plot at Hopevale.
We looked both at Calavini and Hopevale, and we think we have the options both of housing as well as agriculture. There's at least 100 acres of land from Hopevale Estate that Mr. Nichols has earmarked for agricultural purposes, and we are keen to mobilize that as well. We're also keen to make sure that we have sufficient land to do Grenadian-style homes. We certainly think Hopevale in particular gives us both the option for agriculture and for housing, so we're also looking at that.
Health Minister Senator Jonathan Lacrette says a nation's health is its wealth, and it's imperative that Grenada moves quickly to address this.
I'm extremely satisfied. I believe that there is a particular magnetic quality that comes with a brand, and we know all too well the geographical and infrastructural challenges that we currently face with our main tertiary healthcare institution on the island, the General Hospital, and the need for a brand new climate-smart, climate-resilient facility that can deliver to all clientele across Grenada the kind of services that is required.
Ease of access, centrality, and multiple entry and exit points are listed as some of the must-haves for any location which is selected. One of the main concerns about the present General Hospital is that it has one road leading to and from the facility. For GBN News, Janelle MacDonald.
A senior government minister has shot down rumors about plans to fence the Lagoon Road. A development project is ongoing along what's now known as the Kirani James Boulevard. Implementation Minister Andy Williams says the seaside will remain open and accessible to the public. However, he has stressed the need to control the damage caused by vehicles which have been using the area as parking space.
The implementation minister set out on record straightening exercises on Sunday as he addressed rumors about various aspects of the Lagoon Waterfront Development Project along the Kirani James Boulevard. Minister Andy Williams made his opening salvo on reports that a fence is being erected that will deny access to the waterfront. He alluded to poles which have been set in place.
The reason why we put the poles there is to stop vehicles from protect that green space, and also it wouldn't be a nice look to just put the poles right there and stop. So for it to look good, we continue the poles along the lagoon, right? And that's all.
There have been concerns that a soup shack owner will lose his converted space. However, the implementation minister said nothing could be further from the truth.
We want to put a nice gazebo in the area where people can come, schools can come and enjoy the lovely scenery, and they can have little cultural activities there also. And we are going to put 3 booths in that area.
Right.
And he's going to get back a proper booth with running water and everything. We are going to put toilet facilities there. I wanted to share something with you, right? Everyone who had a structure on the lagoon, right now, they're in a better position. We got jobs for some of those guys who were on the lagoon. About 2 weeks now, you have a gentleman who has an 8-to-4 job, and he's earning his income right now, and even the soup master will be building back something better for him.
Minister Williams alluded to some people seeking to sow discord, but said he has also had bipartisan support.
Let's say this, right? And I must commend the folks who support the other side. I have seen folks who were branded as NMP come out and offer help to me. So I didn't do the Lagoon Road and all these things alone. You have people who supported the other administration come in and say, Andy, how can I help? And if anyone knows me, they know that Andy is not about trying to victimize and all these kind of things. I just want a Grenada where we all can come together. And I just want to commend these folks. I want to even commend Nazim Benjamin because I saw Nazim standing up and and defending me on when certain things was being spoken about. I mean, I could call other names, but I don't want to really call. But I've seen people who are told to be on the other side really come in and grasp this transformation, and even reach out to me to commend me also on the efforts that I'm doing. And that is what we want to see. We want to see a Grenada where we can just live in love, harmony, peace, and where we can promote and support nation building.
Minister Williams says the project will also include the erection of benches facing the seaside and that bleachers would be erected during the carnival so that people could sit and enjoy the display put on by the various bands. In the long term, there will be a weekend of activities starting with local vendors on Fridays, specialized market for art and craft on Saturdays, culminating with drama and cultural events on Sundays. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
And GBN has just received a report of a sudden death in St. George's. A shopping trip appears to have turned into a sad episode for a middle-aged woman this afternoon. A woman believed to be in her 40s collapsed and died while at the Courts Grenada Limited store in St. George's. Reports indicate that after entering the store, she reported feeling unwell and requested a glass of water. Indications are she died shortly thereafter. GBN is following developments and will bring details when they become available. Transportation falls under the microscope tonight as GBN gathers the nation for the weekly national conversation. Members of the National Bus Association say that they too have concerns, while most times the conversation focuses mainly on the commuting traffic. Among other things, they're concerned about increasing operational costs, pirating non-stickers, and P-plates. The National Association is also calling attention to inadequate bus stops, concerns about their safety while working at nights, and representation on the Transportation Commission. Passengers stranded at the Carenage and Terminal and the Western and Eastern corridors are another set of concerns being raised by the National Bus Association. There are being calls for the development of a substation at Latente St. David's and Guave St. John's, and these matters will also be brought to the fore. We'd like to hear your thoughts, so do join the discussion on Beyond the Headlines from 8:30 this evening, right after the nightly lotto draw. Retail store owners sometimes find themselves in a bind. They lose goods through shoplifters, and the problem is further amplified when they lose goods through dishonest staff members. That report comes from Nisha Paul.
5 women are facing charges in connection with the disappearance of in excess of $100,000 worth of clothing and other personal items from the Seasons fashion store in the city. Those charged include Curly and Phillip, who is originally from Boucheju, Carriacou, but resides at Lasajet St. David. The other 4 are Erie Batiste and Joan Phillip of Dabo St. George, Petra Ross and Gail Richards of Grand Roy St. John. Richards is the only person who has been charged but was never an employee of the store. The 5 women appeared before Chief Magistrate Teddy St. Louis at the St. George's Magistrates Court on Friday, and the case has been adjourned to September 21. The employees and Miss Richards were arrested and charged between October and December last year. Sources told GBN that the proprietor started paying closer attention to her operations after a few telltale signs. Among other things, the store owner reportedly noticed a significant decline in profit margin. She also observed the disappearance of several items which were placed into stock with no evidence that they were sold. Experts say employee theft is also a common problem in clothing stores, and it can be more challenging to detect than shoplifting by customers. Store owners have been provided with various tips about how they can protect themselves. The first step is that of conducting background checks on all potential employees before hiring them. Store owners have also been advised to limit employee access to high-value items, cash registers, and storage areas where merchandise is kept, and to monitor employee activity by using surveillance cameras, software, or other tools. The conduct of regular audits is also listed as a key loss prevention strategy. It has been proven that audits of inventory levels and cash registers help helps to ensure that merchandise is not being stolen or sold at a discount. Business leaders believe that by implementing these strategies, clothing store owners and managers can help prevent employee theft and protect their business from losses. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
There's about to be another option available for solving legal disputes, and a team of well-trained arbitrators will be available to assist. Mina Pierre-Thomas reports.
The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court is working towards reducing the backlog of cases in the court system. It has therefore been trying to get more disputes settled through mediation. That's the reason for this week's training session at the Grenada National Stadium. Her Ladyship, Justice Getel Tom of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, is among those working to ensure success of mediation.
At this commencement of training for new mediators in Grenada, this is in keeping with the role of the Judicial Education Institute, which is to provide continuing education for judicial officers, the staff of the court offices, and persons whose roles are connected with the process of the administration of justice. This includes, of course, the court-connected mediation process.
The workshop is funded under the Judicial Reform and Institutional Strengthening Project with assistance from the Canadian government. Regional Project Coordinator and Capacity Development Specialist John Forlong says this is not just another workshop.
As we have heard particularly from Her Ladyship Tom, mediation offers innumerable benefits for speedy, cost-effective, and satisfactory resolution of issues that are before the court. Our court website publicizes the benefits of mediation as, quote, an informal setting to conduct a session, a system in which the parties to the disputes have full say over the outcome of their dispute, a program which is faster. As a result, people save both money and time, an opportunity for parties to face each other and discuss their disputes in good faith with intent to settle.
Facilitator Ann Days outlines some of the areas that will be covered.
So we would have coaches, and they would be observing you, and we'd be working with you, and we expect that you would ask us any amount of questions that you would need to ask to help you hone the skill sets. They are practical exercises, they are video exercises, presentations that you would have to participate in, and we want to also make it fun.
Participants will be certified upon completion. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
A team from the World Pediatric Project, or WPP, is mounting another mission to Grenada. Since 1997, the organization has been providing medical support to children who have health challenges. The team is in Grenada this week. Details in this Beverly Telesford report.
Marva Primus Joseph, Grenada's representative for WPP, the organization has been visiting Grenada for nearly 20 years now. They provide diagnostic general orthopedics, diagnostic orthopedic spine, NICU, capacity building, cardiology, neurology, nephrology, plastic surgery, and other services.
Specifically for Grenada, they were visiting since 2007. So that's a long time they were around doing all this work for children. So I must emphasize, though, that the World Pediatric Project do not compete with the local physicians. So in order for them to be on island to do anything or to do anything for a child, that services would not be available in Grenada, or we do not have the expertise or the equipment.
Children are identified and evaluated by local pediatricians and physicians and then referred to WPP services. The children requiring surgical intervention in all pediatric subspecialties receive care with WPP in St. Vincent.
This is not done in isolation.
He shoots, he scores. Grenada's Spice Boys' lone goal in the CONCACAF match against the United States national men's team is the highlight of tonight's GBN Saw.
School here tonight, Tony Pepe as well as Brendan Aronson, who had his second goal of the game. chance maybe for Grenada. Fought back. Shot and that one goes to the upper right corner. Great response.
The prolific goal was scored by Miles Hippolyte on a well-struck ball from about 15 yards out. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052.
Grenada, the concert you've been waiting for is coming. Digicel Reggae Fest. Digicel Reggae Fest, the big show. April 15th, National Stadium. Get ready to welcome
Jamaica's iconic superstar.
Shout out Ranks.
I'm not going to a circus, I'm not going to a fair. Come around, stand on the place. Get up, stand up, and come around. Reggae people.
Shout out Ranks.
The First Lady of Reggae,
Marcia Griffiths. Marcia Griffiths.
the Lady Soul Provider,
Romaine Virgo. From the Morgan family, welcome
Grants Morgan.
And performing live, Grammy-winning superstar, Coffee. Along with our very own
Tamara Songbird
and Akeem.
6 international artists,
4 live bands,
1 night,
1 venue,
1
big show.
Get your early bird tickets now for only $100.
VIP 500 at advertised outlets or get them live on gotofed.com.
Saturday, April 15th.
Get ready for the big show.
Digicel Reggae Fest.
You don't want to miss this one.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Island Style's annual Easter clearance sale is here, and boy, do we have some exciting deals for you. Massive savings on tiles to be had, with discounts from 10 to 35% off on all tiles, store-wide. Buy all we have in the low stock model and watch your discounts skyrocket with a huge 15% off. Plus, get chip edge tiles for as low as $1. Yes, we're clearing out our old stock to bring in the new. And that's not all. The Easter Bunny has added extra savings on tubs, bathroom vanities, tile tools, and so much more. It won't get any better than this. Jump on these excellent deals and visit our Island Style showroom on Monroe Road in Grandans or call 439-TILE. That's 439-8453. Sale ends Holy Saturday. When you think tile, think Island Style.
God bless you. This is Pastor Donnie McClurkin, and I'm coming to the Island of Spice. That's right. I'm coming to Grenada on Friday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. It's going to be a fantastic night of praise and worship that will bring glory to God and start a revival throughout Grenada. And I want to give special honor to all of the pastors that are working tirelessly throughout Grenada to make this possible. I come to pay honor to you as well. Don't forget, Friday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. Donnie McClurkin in concert in Grenada. I'll see you there.
Shop at
at Southern Electrical for all your security camera needs. We offer a wide variety of cameras such as solar cameras with or without lights, 4G cameras, Wi-Fi and PoE kits, 4, 8, and 16 channel, replacement cameras for PoE, standalone Wi-Fi cameras, floodlights with cameras, watch cameras, pen cameras, and much more. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grandin, St. George. Let us help you with your security needs. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality products.
Grenada James blazed the tracks at the National Stadium. Anderson Peters dominated at the same venue. Both were elite athletes before moving on to the international circuit. Grenada, the pursuit of glory has returned as secondary schools are back on the track and in the field. And GBN is here to shine the spotlight on our emerging stars. Join us for the live broadcast of the annual Intercall Games on GBN television. Coverage begins 9 a.m. on March 28th. 3 days, 74 events, 23 schools, 2 champions to be crowned. Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletics Championship, March 28th, 29th, and the 30th at the Grenada James Athletic Stadium. GBN, with you, everywhere and anywhere. GBN's broadcast of Republic Bank Intercall is made possible by Guardian General Insurance, Rubis, Get Going, Dasani Water and Powerade, National Lotteries Authority, The Country Cold Store, Shop and Save, Grenada Development Bank, Grenlec, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and Viking Engineering.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 12 minutes gone past the hour of 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock workers, I'm hopeful that you're already there on the JOB. All right, and it's the conversation. Time for the conversation. Before we get into the conversation itself, let's quickly relook at the word of the day, Bildungsroman. Bildungsroman, it is a novel about the moral and psychological growth of the main character. The thought of the day, mistake is a single page of life, but relation is the complete book. So don't lose a full book for a single page. Who does that? Yeah, don't do that. Please don't. All right, so the topics that we are buzzing this morning, before we go any further, I'd like to say a very special good morning and happy birthday to Diana Romaine. You're from Egmont Point, I think. And it's your birthday today. You're celebrating 8 years today. Happy birthday to you. It's coming from Keisha and Tanti Marcy and the folks at Care Bears Preschool. All right. Also to you, Douglas Sherbim Hood. Yeah. All right, it's your birthday, and you've got greetings coming from the folks at Care Bears as well, Keisha included. Okay, they want you to have a very, very, very special day today. Boy, let's link up today, man, and let's see if we can have a fruit punch or something. All right, 14 minutes gone past the hour of 7 o'clock. All right, so the conversation this morning. We have a number of conversations this morning. Some will say there's one already. Why invest in another? The naysayers, the government is saying it's not adequate, and as such, there's need to construct a new one. All right, also another subject that's brewing this morning. A senior government minister has shut down rumors about plans to fence the Lagoon Road. A development project is ongoing along what's now known as the Grenada James Boulevard. Implementation Minister Andy Williams says the seaside will remain open and accessible to the public. However, he has stressed the need to control the damage caused by vehicles which have been using the area as a parking space. Also buzzing this morning, a team from the World Pediatric Project is going to be in Grenada this week, and that's a good news. Also, a story that I really like: Grenada's agriculture sector stands to benefit from digital agriculture and innovation initiatives that will support implementation activities to build capacities in the country's agri-food system. And of course, this other story: less headache for people trying to come home for the summer festivals. Traveling from North America gets a shot in the arm with increased flights and a bigger aircraft. So these are the stories that are buzzing this morning. The number to call, it's 435-2041. Call us and yeah, let's hear your take. You can talk on any of the topics that are buzzing this morning. 16 minutes after 7 o'clock, that is the time. And just letting you know, for those of you on our Facebook platform, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, not necessarily on our part. It's the network that's having some problem. All right. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning. All right. We seem to have connectivity issues there. 435-2041, that's the number to call and be a part of the conversation this morning. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Gordon, Innocent, Joseph, and everyone. Good morning to you. Likewise, Veronica. Sister says, good morning. Wishing my family a very good day. All right. Rochelle Cummings confirms the signal is very bad. Yulin Alexander, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada, Kiareku, and P.T. Martinique. Yeah, good morning. Blessings to all on this terrific Tuesday. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Stay safe, everyone. 435-2041, that's the number to call to be a part of the conversations this morning. Let's try to see if we can get another call. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have a little issue about the boulevard.
Okay.
Or the supposed boulevard to be. I believe if something is worthwhile doing, is worthwhile doing it well. The idea is great, but I believe the approach is wrong.
Okay, explain yourself.
My simple take on it is, if you've done a proper assessment of what you're going to do, and you have I did think a few weeks ago they were asking for ideas, but I don't know what become of it. But all I can say is that if you're doing something like a boulevard, where you're talking about having culture shows, having people could go there in the afternoons and just relax with it.
Family activities and so forth.
Yeah, I don't think the area space that they fencing is adequate enough. I believe what could be done is you do assessment and areas where you can reclaim. We have a lot of boulders around Grenada. You reclaim it a certain way out. Not that far, but just enough that you create the area space you need. So you could plant trees, you plant flowers, you put down benches. You have area accessible that people could walk in and out besides the pavement. And I believe at the end of the day, it will look a lot better. If this, what they're putting down there is permanent, I think it's a waste of time.
Okay.
If you do something, you do all what you have to do first, and then you fence it to a point. But I think the approach is wrong the way they're going with it. It's a good idea, but I believe at the end of the day, the approach is wrong.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Good, bye-bye. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock, that is the time. It's the conversation, 435-2041. That's the number to call to be a part of it. Looking at our Facebook page, Peter Bob says 100% support for the class medical facilities in all parishes. Let's try this call. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Mr. Innocent. You're always drinking something, but I don't have anything yet.
That's by choice, right?
Yeah.
Because you can drink anything you want.
No. Your economic standard permits you to eat and to drink anything you want. My economic standard doesn't permit me to eat anything I want, even not when I want. When I get it.
There are a lot of things that fit you. Hypocrisy is not one of them.
Yeah. All right. Anyhow, let me continue. Now, I don't know. I know what to say about this parking where the people used to park down inside in Taranis Boulevard. If you wanted to stop the people from parking and cleaning up the place, that's a very, very good idea. And I felt it was very easy to stop them. If you own the property, I don't know who owned it. All what you have to do is to ask the truckmen, whoever it is, you wouldn't like them or put up a notice, no parking. So that is one. Two, if you want to clean up a place, as in Grenada, I felt what we are doing now are likely to cause more stray dogs to involve with the rubbish we put down on the side every morning or any morning when they say that you intend to pick it up. You know, we in Grenada seem not to have good mechanics. And most of these trucks, or even smaller vehicles, when they break down, you catch your hell to get them repaired. In the best possible way. So I feel that they had a right to get these trucks and them out of the area, and if they say they beautify, not to even put these hedges to bar the access to the boulevard, or how you call it, the area there along the sea. Yes, cleaning up the area, very, very good. But when you clean it up, as someone said, you should beautify it. I hope we have people beautify it. And I'd say it might be a good thing to beautify it and have somebody get a job to see after it. So that's good for Grenada.
Okay.
Thank Uncle Gary, your Uncle Gary and my Uncle Gary used to beautify the whole country. Not only around the sea, but all granite and all about.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, my friend. 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's the time. Someone on WhatsApp says, I so hope to see Grenada continue to fight against pollution. There needs to be garbage, barrels, cans placed everywhere, and shame on those who just throw their garbage in the streets or on the ground. The only way to improve the environment is to treat it with respect. The cleanup of the lagoon will make the tourist industry more profitable for all. Put the duty of a clean Grenada in everybody's daily pattern. Good morning, caller.
Yes, hello, good morning. First
Welcome.
of all, I would like to commend Andy Williams and the MIT and Solid Waste for such a wonderful job they are doing at the Grenada James Boulevard. It's a really, really, really long overdue welcome. As it relates to the fencing, yes, that aesthetic will really look good. Many of the callers that are indicating whereby you should not put it because of signs that you should put up and so forth. No. What Andy is doing there with the poles, the aesthetic will look good. Andy would have traveled and he would have taken many ideas from boulevards, and that is what we need. Grenadians sometimes need to be put in check. Vehicles will park there. It will preserve the grassy area when the landscaping is fixed. So he is doing a tremendously wonderful job, I must say. Andy is working. He's implementing.
Okay.
Trying James Boulevard is looking good, and it's going to look even better when he's finished with it. Thank you very much.
Have a good one, caller. Thank you very much. It's 24 minutes after 7 o'clock. That is the time. 435-2041, that's the number to call to get in on the conversation, the topics we have at hand this morning. Right, the people, some folks are against the proposed hospital. Well, of course, Andy Williams is shooting down those who say that he's going to fence and so forth. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you this morning?
I am alive and very thankful.
Good to hear. I want to compliment the Honorable Andy Williams about the Lagoon Road and the way it's transformed. He's not finished with it yet, and it's already looking good. No more of these pallet shacks to degrade the place. You know, the whole transformation of that area is wonderful, and I just hope that Grenadians appreciate it and don't destroy. And this thing about fencing, there's no fence there. 3 feet, that's just to keep the vehicles out. So I want to compliment and say kudos. Keep going.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a good one. It's 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's the time, and it's the conversation. 435-2041. That's the number to call. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Now, the lagoon should have been in that state decades ago. What we did was destroy the lagoon, and what Andy Williams is doing is helping to restore the lagoon. Now, of course, that's only phase one. And I don't know about fencing, but I do believe it will need what we call security guardrails at certain intervals, you know. If people and children are going to be there, this will be absolutely needed. What I believe is also needed is 2 sets of more space. One more green space, yes, and the other one will have to be parking space. You cannot have people and public, you know, somewhere trying to push and promote without parking. Parking is absolutely necessary. People don't walk from St. Paul's or Mount Morris to down there. They go with their vehicles. So parking will be absolutely necessary. So I am asking that be phase 2. But congrats to what's going on. That should have been done years and years ago. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a great day now. It's 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. One of our WhatsApp participants says, the place is being transformed, so stop complaining. It have started and will be a beauty to behold. Yes, we definitely need a new hospital at a different location. Accessibility is key, and we know it will be modernized because our government takes our healthcare seriously. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Joseph, good morning, and how are you?
I am fine. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. Well, I have to say thumbs up to the Honorable, what's his name again? Andy Williams. He is working, and he's working very hard. Thumbs up to him, and he's doing a good job. Let him continue, and let us all support him and support the transformation agenda. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a good one yourself. It's 28 minutes after 7 o'clock. 435-2041. That's the number to call. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent. Morning to your listeners and to your viewers.
Hi, morning.
I think we should support any good things that are happening in our country. But before we know what's good, we have to know how to look and how to see. Very often, many people condemn things without understanding it. And one of my difficulties is that whenever we're doing things or need to do things, people always say we need to make it look good for the tourists. We first start with ourselves. Whatever we do, we should do it for the good of ourselves and our children. So, in terms of health, innocent. There's an issue that came up yesterday to the point where a lady, and I want to highlight it, called about a problem with people smoking. And she was like, I think somewhere in the mall by around somewhere in St. George's. And she has issues with asthma and so on. And the attitude of people that she should move when she asks the smoker. So the thing about it is that we need to really consider one another. We are living like savages in this country. And so even as we try to beautify and try to make our place better, and we have to hold everyone accountable in terms of what we do. That's including the pollution of material stuff. Likewise, substance and gases and air that we pollute and poison each other every day, whether it's insecticide and weedicide and so on. So I'm just saying that we need to really understand that whatever good we do will benefit all of us. So especially when somebody is doing good, we need to encourage them, congratulate them, and support them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a good one. All right, a quick look at our Facebook page. Love Child Kim it says, just imagine leaving the space open. Someone will park there. You go to that person and ask them to move their vehicle. They're cussing you, and you will get that in your, I wouldn't use that word here. Agatha Spice, sometimes I think Grenadians cut Jesus' slippers. All these people do is complain. Why? Rochelle Cummins says, thank you, madam. Marilyn Campbell says, Marilyn Campbell is watching. Good morning, Marilyn. Thanks for watching. Let's see what's happening on our WhatsApp platform. All right. Some photos have been sent, and I know of this. I intended to speak on it. It's some concrete that have been left on the roadside going up there to Corinth. All right, that hill after you leave not Lassages, but that's Redgate, and you're heading up to Corinth. Yeah, some concrete has been deposited there, whether it fell off a truck or whatever, but it's there, it's solidified, and it's a hazard now. So someone says, this is what I encountered on my usual morning walk. Our concrete supplies need to be more considerate than that. This will cause damages to vehicles and pedestrians alike. This is along the Corinth Redgate Main Road. Hope the authority can do something about this terrible situation. That is correct. As a matter of fact, I ran into it a couple days ago. And someone else says, a new and well-equipped hospital is very important in this time. We also have to be mindful that express road access is equally important. That is true also. It's 27 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and we take our commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
And so it begins, a journey like none other.
Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
High impact doors and windows can be yours. Now available at Caribbean Shutters Windows and Doors. Agents for Domus Windows and Doors. Get custom-made UPVC products with a 20-year warranty on frames and a 5-year warranty on hardware, complete with installation and so much more. Visit our showroom at 11 Frequente Industrial Park, St. George, or call 439-1293, or visit our website at www.domuswindows.com.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Macnic?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your homes. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock workers, I urge you to make an extra special effort to get on the JOB on time this morning so that you can give off an honest day's work. Month-end is coming. You'll get an honest day's pay. Something that I notice folks are not talking about, but I would love to hear from you on that. The possibility of incorporating digital initiatives in our agricultural sector. What are your thoughts on that? Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, brother. How's everything?
I'm good. Welcome.
Well, I think my people of Grenada who live in Grenada and run down their own country for the past time gone. I know what country will be tomorrow. You know? A little country as Grenada. I was back people living and we fight down, pull down, run down government, run down that Hanoi is based on nobody. I mean, what kind of somebody really building as a people, as black people? Because I was going on slavery. All of us going on slavery. We come on poor family. And nobody trying to help on everybody trying to pull on another. We never for the time being, I mean, in Gary time, in PRG time. PRG had good plans for Grenada, but they do what they want to do Grenada. To the old people they know for a while. They fall. Right? And there is no government have done better Kid Mitchell and an NMP and a leader for Grenada to go forward. That's what infrastructure-wise thing to put in place to go forward. Road network, and nobody have done better than Kid Mitchell as a prime minister in Grenada. I'm improving on the government, NMP, them do not for Grenada at all. All the roads and things have been in Grenada, the bridges, infrastructure-wise, is an NMP.
Okay.
I mean, what do we really want? And a small nation to go forward. We have to build, we have to go forward. What we really want are people, we don't want good, we don't want bad, we want ugly. Good come, we want good. Bad come, we want bad. Ugly come, we want ugly. What we really want are people, Grenadians. When they run on the country, they war, so what coming, a much a weapon. So they destroy those authority. How we go forward? Other people,
okay.
It's time to start this fight down and this party and this green and yellow thing. We have to build for the children for tomorrow, you know. Our parents build for we today. What we achieving, everything we get to eat and drink. But today now is a fight down, pull down, run on, man, I know which one about the authority. Call back and name, come on, man. It's a shame on what we get on there.
All right.
To laugh at you at the wall.
Okay, thank you, caller. Have a good one. 435-2041. I'd love to hear what is your take on the possible incorporation of digital innovations in our agricultural sector. Nobody's talking about agriculture this morning. 435-2041. Tell me, what is your take on that? Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the program.
I'm 80. I'm in a way, I'm old. So I can't talk much about your modern gadget. What I will say, in Grenada, we want happiness. And for us to get happiness, all of us have to contribute to the development of Grenada. Now, we want good hospital, good school, or even better school, better hospital, and even people who are thinking for the general welfare of all of us. Now, as far as I'm concerned, in Grenada, if we get many more hospitals, it would be better for us because we would have competition. We would have more workers being employed in the hospital, and we'd have competition where we'd have better workers, better doctors, and it would be all in our interest for the development of Grenada. Now, this is what I'm interested in. I'm not even interested in, or we shouldn't be interested in where the hospital would go, who will build in it. Once it would be for our benefit. Now, I could tell you a few months back, I had to do maybe at least 3 or 4 tests. And I went to the general hospital and was suggested that I have to pay about $600 to $700 for these 4 tests. And they didn't even have the medium to test these certain things. So I would feel that if we have another hospital, once it's in the right place, obviously nobody would build a hospital if you want to talk about good roads. We need road, and you must get good roads to go to a hospital. But it's where you put it. We need a healthy environment, a healthy surrounding, where you don't have confusion, where you don't have people likely to rape people.
Okay. Well, all right. I get the gist of your concern, sir.
No, I don't want you to get the gist. I want you to know.
All right. Have a good one.
You may get the gist, but others mightn't get the gist.
All right. Have a good one. Have a good one. All right. Good. 17 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Someone on our WhatsApp platform says, Grenada needs an eye hospital. We spend too much money going to Trinidad and beyond for eye care. People will come to Grenada instead. I do agree with this. Let's look at another comment here on our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, Gordon. I went to St. Lucia. While on a tour of the country, a child threw a banana skin outside in the bushes. The driver in the vehicle behind stopped the bus we were traveling on and told us that the driver could be charged. This should happen here too. I agree. I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, I really couldn't agree with you more. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm good, man.
Okay, good.
Mr. Gordon, why are we afraid the subject on agriculture?
I'm trying to figure that out too.
But let me tell you something. A little fool with sharp-edged tools are very dangerous. Agriculture is food, is life. And we are afraid of it. Therefore, we are self-destructive. Listen to me carefully. The agriculture sector for the nation of Grenada is very, very wide at base economic activity. If Grenada have a strong and vibrant agricultural sector, the so-called politician cannot manipulate the weaklings, because they are no longer weaklings, for the self-interest. Therefore, they must, if they have to, face the challenge, that new challenge. They have to always create the enabling environment as being fully a corporate citizen with a moral obligation in order to stand out in public places.
Yeah.
Agriculture, Grenada, we have to find our niche, and we have the potential to do that. We need to wake up, and wake up sooner or later, otherwise we starve to death.
Okay,
God bless you.
so don't run off yet. From a technological standpoint, how do you think technological innovations, how do you think it can be incorporated in our agricultural sector? How do you think it will benefit us?
Listen, this digital agriculture, I don't see it playing out now. Why? Because the basic infrastructure, the fundamentals are neglected. So how are you going to implement, or how are you going to institute that digital agriculture? You must get your fundamentals in place.
Okay.
And once you get that in place, which is the change in the psyche of the people, because for too long we just bent our mind on handouts. For example, you hear it every day, the government must do this, the government must do that, the government must do here. Where the government getting the resources from to do this, do that, do here, do there?
I get you.
It costs. Where are we getting the money? Does the Ministry of Finance have a rabbit hole where dollars support from it? Is the ministerial complex have a tree growing there every morning? You go and you pick out $100 bill from it? No, Mr. Gordon. We're in a global market. My final words to you this morning: Grenada is a unique little country because of its ecological system. Therefore, we as a people, we have to find that niche from a greater standpoint into that global market. We have the potential to do that. What we're lacking is a very, very poor state of spiritual drive. When I say spiritual drive, we're talking about religious spiritual drive. I'm talking about spiritual drive as an individual. And then the community, and you become a corporate entity.
Okay.
And we're making it. But we must get the fundamentals right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
you.
Have a great one. Have a good one. Give Grenville my regards.
Sure, man. I will always do that.
All right. And save
because I will continue to put it on the map.
and save one roti for me. Have a good one.
You know your good friend. You know your good colleagues.
Yes,
I'm not afraid to call his name because he always looks for me. That's Mike Mitchell.
Mike, yeah, the Rocket Man.
The Rocket Man, I knew him since there was YSFM.
Yeah.
And you know who that was.
Yeah. Rocket
And up to yesterday, he was saying to me, he said, look, standard is standard. And any way you have standard, it will stands out.
Yes, of course.
I say, okay, Mike. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yes. Have a good one.
Great man.
Have a good one.
Nice sharing you this morning.
Good. Give your family
But the program is a little too short for me to put out a lot of fundamentals and get things right.
Okay. Well,
it's a bit too short. We need a forum for that.
I'll talk to management. Let it give us a half day then.
No, we don't need a half day, but we need a forum where we can spend some time and the listening public could really get into it and understand it.
It's a work in progress, all right?
A work in progress.
Yes.
God bless you.
Have a good one, man. Good. Bye-bye. It's 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's take our final commercial break in the segment, then we come back with the wrap. Don't you go anywhere.
Island Stars annual Easter clearance sale is here, and boy, do we have some exciting deals for you. Massive savings on tiles to be had with discounts from 10 to 35% off on all tiles store-wide. Buy all we have in a low stock model and watch your discounts skyrocket with a huge 15% off. Plus get chip edge tiles for as low as $1. Yes, we're clearing out our old stock to bring in the new. And that's not all. The Easter Bunny has added extra savings on tubs tools, and so much more. It won't get any better than this. Jump on these excellent deals and visit our Island Style showroom on Monroe Road in Grenada or call 439-TILE. That's 439-8453. Sale ends Holy Saturday. When you think tile, think Island Style.
It's a fun and learn Easter at Destined to Win Tutoring and Aftercare Academy with indoor and outdoor games, art, reading and mathematics, field trips, kite flying, preparation for MCT exams, Easter hunt and more. From Monday, April 3rd to Friday, April 14th, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Catering to students aged 5 to 10. Destined to Win Tutoring and Aftercare Academy is located on Tempe Main Road, St. George. To register, call 405-8282.
Are you looking for a way to make a meaningful contribution to your credit union? Nexa Credit Union invites you to consider volunteering your time and expertise to serve on one of the following: Board of Directors, Supervisory and Compliance Committee, or Credit Committee. Members wishing to be considered must be active members of the credit union, must have the time to commit to the duties and responsibilities of the position, be of good standing, and possess a reasonable understanding of the credit union's philosophy and operating principles. To apply, simply download the application form from nexacreditunion.com/nomination or pick up a copy at any Nexa Credit Union branch. Once completed, please send your application via mail to Nominations, care of Nexa Credit Union Limited, Corner Cross and Halifax Streets, St. George's, or email nominations to info@nexacreditunion.com. Subject: Nominations 2023. Deadline for application: Friday, March 31st, 2023.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
God forbid that I should glory save in the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, by whom the world is crucified unto me, and I unto the world.
Many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross of Christ, whose end is destruction. Remember, April 7th is Good Friday, a day to stand in spirit with Mary and John and the other women at the foot of the cross.
right, it's 7 minutes on to the of 8 o'clock. At 8 we join the BBC, so we're in the wrap of the program. And let's take a look at what's happening on our WhatsApp platform. Someone says ordinary agricultural workers should be paid higher wages. With a good agricultural program, you will see people will gravitate to it. Okay, that's a fair statement. All right, let's see what's happening on our Facebook page as well. All right, Agatha Spice says, Mr. Innocent, I was waiting for that. Mr. Innocent, I have a gripe with you. A lady called yesterday and was highly upset that her representative was not taking her calls and he is not coming around. When you asked her who is her representative, she said Mr. Lacrette. You didn't correct her. I live in the diaspora and I know Laco is not. He is the Minister of Health and Religious Affairs. Ma'am, your representative is Keith. Call him. And just a little for your laugh. The Honorable Deacon Mitchell is the Prime Minister, just in case she doesn't know. All right, okay. I plead the fifth on this one. All right, Ernesto Jose says, last Friday we witnessed the defeat of our homeboys against USA FC 7-1. I was surprised because we in the Caribbean don't take soccer as employment, where you're selected to represent a country and goes to an academy where they're trained for the seasons, receiving a salary throughout the year. But if we're going around selecting a few for a game and after every game goes about their own way, how can we develop the sport to compete without the international teams and others? Okay, Ernesto Jose says, the previous caller run to Trinidad, never contributes anything to Grenada, wants to tell us who was the better government in Grenada. These are the guys who we called eater food people, because Trinidad have nothing to offer them, so they run back home just how they left and want to tell us what is good for us. Unbelievable. All right. Oh, my goodness. Never a dull moment. It's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Mr. Innocent Joseph, good morning.
How are you?
I would like you to explain to me what is digital agriculture. I cannot perceive it. I want to know because that's technology. I want to know how you know what it really means, what the layman should understand by digital agriculture. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, caller. It's 3 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Just for, in my humble little expertise, well, technology is the direction of the day. Everything is technologically inclined nowadays. So, with the digital agriculture, I would presume before we I continue. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm blessed. Innocent, I have a little suggestion for my government. You see, agriculture, if I wish I could have seen the government take over Gramba Estate. Gramba have the space, you have the water to feed you whole of St. Andrews. And if I see somebody serious with agriculture and they tackle this place, then I will say yes, they're ready for agriculture. Innocent, a few weeks ago, I was passing in Gramba, and I've been viewing where they had the pond to grow the stream. Innocent, Gramba Estate have 3 rivers. Right now, we ain't getting rain. We should have some corn and some all type of thing on the estate there.
But let me ask you this. Isn't the estate utilized at the moment?
No, well, I passed there, I find the place that is not real agriculture. I know if some people doing a little work, but you're not showing on the outside part higher up or what. This is a place I work for years, more than 10 years at the estate, and I'm telling you, that estate have a lot of potential for Grenadian. You have the river you could put your pump, because that is what they used to do at that time. Innocent, if you see stream we used to harvest and Gramba Estate, they put back the small one. I know if it's in 9 months' time again, they harvest again. The sea was on the land in Gramba. So if we're really talking serious agriculture, I wish the government could tackle that place. Okay. And then we have food, even though we don't send, but we have food. The people in the country could go on that farm and buy and live.
Right, okay.
So I would like them to see what they could do with that place, because when you have water, you have agriculture.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, my brother.
All right, have a good one, Okay, good. All right, folks, this is where we've got to pull the plug, but before we do, I'd try my best to, clarify that caller that asked about the digital agriculture. Yeah, my take on this is the incorporation of technologies, various technologies. Technology is being utilized in almost every sector. it is intended to make life easier. As we say nowadays, we don't work hard, we work smart. So with digital agriculture, as already certain aspects of it are being implemented. There are certain companies that are using the services of drones to do different things on their farms. So digital agriculture, in my understanding, would be the incorporation of these sort of technologies to make agriculture more efficient. But of course, it will have to undergo a lot of training. Persons who will be involved in it will definitely have to undergo a lot of training and education and so forth. It's not something that, you know, the ordinary layman could just take up and do it. In my opinion, it will have to do with the whole revolutionizing of the agricultural sector. There's something, let's look at animal husbandry, the use of artificial insemination and so forth. I would love to see that sort of technologies get into Grenada, where we import the semen, you know, and will improve on our livestock, the breeds and so forth. So in my opinion, from the little corner where I stand, it is my belief that the digital agriculture will see enhancement in the end product in our agri-business sector because of the incorporation of digital agriculture. That's my take on it. I hope I'm right. Folks, this is where we've got to pull the plug because I don't want my caller to say she missed out the intro to the BBC News. So those of you who participated, thank you very much for your participation, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow should the good Lord spare our lives. Until then, bye. That's the conversation for this morning. Bye-bye.